No. शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः। ॐ यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै ब्रह्मदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमः प्रपद्ये। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादीनकेतसङ्गपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। सर्वतंत्र स्वतंत्राय सदा आत्माद्वैतवेदिने श्रीमते शंकरार्याय वेदांत गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण याचार्य यद्रूपेण यतीनां मुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिं मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेवाय ईश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानाम् उपकाराय मम विज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्णः सन्निहितो भवेत्। So we have seen that due to the Sharira Trayas, the same Chaitanya is called as Jiva and Ishvara. How these three Shariras come to make the difference between Jiva and Ishvara is Samashti Karana, Samashti Sharira and Vyashti Sharira. So now everywhere, and that Vyashti is a part of the Samashti. It is not against Samashti, please understand this. It is a part and parcel, integral part, inseparable part of the Samashti. Know this. Like how we deal in this world is that as if I am separate and the world is against me. Over here, when you understand what is Samashti and Vyashti Upadhi, you will see that this Vyashti Upadhi is a part of the Samashti Sthula Sharira of Ishwar. Therefore, over here, there is no one that you are against. Whatever is seen as Shatru, Mitra, etc., these are all, this Vyavahara is all what? Prarabdhadhina. And this is our Kalpana. Okay? But everything is just, finally, when you see everything comes to the, there is a balance of total. Okay. So now, Asya Jivasya Asmin Vashti Sharire Abhimano Asti Vanava. So now this topic also we have already seen whether the Jiva has Abhimana or not. And so we came to the conclusion Vicharyamane Abhimana Asti. Abhimana definitely is there. Kathamiti chet Jivasya Karmakartruttvena Sharira Abhimana Bhave Jivasya Tatkarma Kartrutvam Naupapadyate. Now, Jiva is called as the Karta of the Karma, the one who, the agent of the action. But if that Jiva does not have Sharira Abhimana, then how can the karma also take place? Okay. How can the karma take place? So now we have to understand, even in case of a Brahmajnani, an action takes place. with this notion that I am doing it. But for him, that doership is already falsified. Like the example that he provided was that of a Natavat, to understand Ishvara. So that what is applicable to Ishvara is applicable to the Jnani also. Bhagavan Bhashyakara in Viveka Chudamani, he says Shailushavat. Shailusha means like the actor. He takes up a role, Raja Chhatrapati, and then he gives orders. Okay, go and do this. Okay, and so on and so forth. But now he knows that I am only, this is an accepted role. It is not reality. In reality, I am Mr. So and so. But now I have to be what? On the stage, what? Chhatrapati Shivaji. Like that. So in this whole drama, hey, everyone has got a role. Somebody is a husband, wife, so on and so forth. That role can be played. There is nothing wrong in playing the role. But what is there that he understands? I am not the character that the role is. I am playing. So like that, kathamiti chet जीवस्य कर्मकर्तृत्वेन शरीराभिमानाभावे जीवस्य तत्कर्मकर्तृत्वं नोपपद्यते. Then if the sharirabhimana is not there, then kartrutva also cannot be justified. Okay, then you cannot say that jiva is the agent of action. Got it? And therefore, tadabhave, let it not be there, let the karma not be there. Shariram api na upapadyate. Sharira also cannot be explained as how it is there. Shariram api na upapadyate. Sharira bhave, if Sharira is not there, Jivatmamevan sambhavati. So if you are going to say Abhimana is not there, then even Sharira also cannot be there. Jiva cannot be explained. No, nothing will remain. Okay. And therefore, Jivasya Abhimano Asti. As long as you are seeing and you are understanding that I am a limited existence, limited person, small little thing. And then, some people have got different abhimanas. I am a despicable, small little thing. And somebody goes, oh, what do you think I am? I am a self-made man. Huh? I have fought against all odds and then, mounted on this simhasana of success. All that he can have, but ultimately he's saying that this is all abhiman. Jivasya abhimanaha asti. Okay. Evam Paramatma ekaha eka vyashti samashti upadhibhyam jiveshwara bhavam gataha. So now it is because of the vyashti samashti upadhi, the conditioning of totality and the conditioning of individuality. This Paramatma alone appears as Jiva and Ishvara as two different. How is Ishvara going to be seen? Sarvashni Sarvashakti. Jiva Alpajnaha Alpashakti. So, okay. Asya Drishtanto Asti Nava iti chet. Sir, the conclusion that you have drawn is fine, but is there any Drishtanta to it? And we have seen that Ekadeva, Yatha Ekasya Eva Devadatasya Putra Pautra Upadhibhyam Piteti Pitamaha iti इति च नामद्वयमस्ति तथा अविद्या माया उपाधिभ्याम आत्मनः एव एकस्यैव जीवत्वम् ईश्वरत्वं च आगतम्. Like one Devadatta alone will be called as father as well as grandfather. But when will he be called as father? When the conditioning is that of a son. And when will he be called as grandfather? When the conditioning is that of a grandchild. And therefore, putra pautropadhibhyam Piteti. But who is called as Pitamaha? Devadatta alone. Who is called as Pita? Devadatta alone. Who is called as Jiva? The Chaitanya alone. Who is called as Ishvara? Chaitanya. So Pitamaha iti namattvayam asti. तथा अविद्यामायोपाधिभ्याम आत्मनः एकस्यैव जीवत्वम् ईश्वरत्वं च आगतम् ननु पूर्वोक्तो दृष्टान्तः जीवेश्वरा जीवेश्वरनाम नामद्वये युज्यते किंचित् किंचित् ज्ञत्व सर्वज्ञत्वादि विशिष्ट भेदस्य को वा दृष्टान्त इति चेत् ननु पूर्वोक्त दृष्टान्तः जीवेश्वर नामद्वये युज्यते. Now the earlier drishtanta that you have given is applicable where only when the same thing, same person is called by two different names. Is called by two different names. That's fine. So names can be different. The person is going to be same. But over here, not only that the names are different, but Jiva is seen as Alpajna and Ishvara is seen as Sarvajna. So Vishishta, Kinchitnyatva, matlab Kinchitnyatva means Alpajnatva. Sarvajnatva, Adi by Adi, Sarvashakti, etc. You take omnipotent, omniscient. Omnipresent. Sarvajnatwadi Vishishta Bhedasya Kova Drishtantah. So when we are going to say Ishvara, it is not only that it is just a different name. There is Ishvara, there is Jiva, Drishta. So you have a Drishtanta to explain this, that in spite of this Vishishtatva being there, there is no difference. And he says, yes, Drishtanta asti. Ekameva jalam बृहत् तटाकस्थम सद एक ग्राम संरक्षम रक्षकम महाशक्तिमत. So jala, water is water, whether it is in a pot or whether it is in a big lake. Water remains H2O or not? Because it comes into your pot, does it change anything? It still is H2O only. Ekameva jalam बृहत् तटाकस्थम, in a large pond, becomes the Grama Samrakshakam. It is good enough for that entire village to take care of the needs of the entire village. So that's why what will we call it? Mahashaktimat. Mahashaktimat. Ghatastham, the water, when is in the ghata, in a pot, what happens? Sada eka griha samrakshakam. Hey, it is sufficient only to quench the thirst of just 2-3 people in that one house. It cannot quench the thirst of the entire village. Just 2 or 3 people and then finished. Sad eka griha samrakshakam alpa shaktimat yatha chatam. So like that, how the water, being water, but with the upadhi of pond, becomes the Mahashaktimat. And with the upadhi of Ghata, becomes Alpa Shaktimat. Okay? With the upadhi of Maya, becomes Sarva Shakti. And with the upadhi of Avidya, Vyashti, becomes Alpa Shakti. And that should explain you even Sarvajñatva, Alpajñatva, etc. That should justify how that also can be explained. Sun, Agnir Ekaha Eka. Now you have seen in Arunachalam that they have that one big flame on Kartik Purnima. They make that big, and it burns for days together. Na? Kartik Purnima only they do that festival na, of lighting that. What is it called?
Kartigai Deepam.
Kartigai Deepam, correct. On Kartik Purnima only they do. So look at that. Agnir Ekaha eva Sthula Mahavartisthaha san Bahudura Prakashako Mahashaktiman. Now that deepa which is lit on the mountain top is seen several miles away. From several miles away at night, the flame is seen. Okay. So Bahudura Prakashako Mahashaktiman. Alpavartistha, like how you have this small deepak in your puja, and varti means bhakti. What wick? In a small wick, how much light can it spread? Alpa. Alpavartistha san grihamatra prakashako. It only casts light in that small little room. Ha Alpashaktiman, Griha Prakashako, Alpashaktiman, Yatha Jataha, Tatha Atmanupi. So also is the case of with Atma. Brihata Karanabhutamayopadina Sarvajñatvam Alpena Karyabhuta Vidyopadina Kinchitnyatvam Cha Agatam. So now, how different names are there is also understood. Why different names? Because upadhis are different. So also, but then Vishishta, we are seeing not only that we are seeing that the same person is called by two different names, but actually over here we find Jiva and Ishvara, Vishishta. One, how is this Ishvara? Vishishta with Sarvajñatva, and Jiva is Vishishta with Alpajñatva. That's why Maya Vishishta is Ishvara. Mayopadhika Ishvara is one definition. There is this understand Maya Vishishta also, but that Maya becomes Upadhi. Okay? And then Vishishta with that Upadhi becomes Maya Vishishta. Okay? Karanabhuta Mayopadhina Sarvishnyatvam Alpena Karyabhuta Vidyopadhina Kinchijnyatvam Cha Agatam. Natu Sarvashñaha Kinchijñaha iti Atmadvayam asti. Now, by that, what do we understand? What is the conclusion? That there are not two types of Atmas. These Nayayikas, they say there are two types of Atma. One is the Jivatma, one is Paramatma. Two types. So this is not two types of Atma. Atma is just one. But appears as Ishvara and Jiva due to Upadhi Bheda. Iti Atmadvayamasti. Ataha eva Vedanta Shastra Tatpadasya Tvam Padasya Cha Sambandhatrayena Akhandam Bodhayati. Now begins a very interesting actually topic. Ataha eva, and thus therefore Vedanta Shastram Cha Tatpadasya Tvam Padasya Cha Sambandhatrayena Akhandam Bodhayati. Now, how Vedanta Shastra is able to show that what is Akhandam. Okay? Akhandam means that which is not Vishishtam, without any attributes. How? By these three sambandhas. Okay? We have to learn these three sambandhas. What is there? Sambandhatrayam kimiti chet. What are these three types of sambandhas? Padayoho, padarthayoho, and then pada padayoho padarthabhyam sah pratyagatmanaha. There are three sambandhas you have to understand. In the Vakyam, there are these two padas, because unless and until the padas in the Vakyam, the words in the sentence are not able to establish a relationship between each other, you can never have Vakyam. Just words without sambandha will become a dictionary. But dictionary is not called as a Vakyam. When will it be a Vakyam? Is when the words are able to have a sambandha between each other. Correct? That is what is the role of all conjugations. Correct? So, what is the sambandha between? So, which Vakyam are we going to look at? Bhaskar?
Mahavakya.
Mahavakyam only. We are going to look at Mahavakyam. So what are the padas in this Vakyam? Tat, Tvam and Asi. So you find there are three padas. Within these three padas, Tat and Tvam padas belong to the same Adhikaranam. Okay? Over here, Adhikaranam means you can understand Vibhakti. You can, for convenience, you understand that it belongs to the same Vibhakti case. Samana Adhikaranyam, it is called as Samana Adhikaranyam. Because both of these words have the same Adhikaranam. Okay? Since both the words have the same Adhikaranam, there is a quality which that word will have. Like Ghata will also have some redness, this, big, small, all these are the attributes of the Ghata or not. Where is that? Redness, Ghatanishta. Smallness, Ghatanishta. Like that Padanishta, there is Samanadhikaranyam. So it will, Tat Pada will have the same Adhikaranam as the Tvam Pada. Tvam Pada will also have the same Adhikaranam as the Tat Pada. And therefore, both of these Padas have a relationship between them, and that relationship is of Samanadhikaranyam. Samanadhikarana से भावः सामानाधिकरण्यम. ठीक है सुंदरम, so far so good.
जी स्वामी जी.
संगीता ठीक है ना ये?
नहीं अंजी स्वामी जी अनम्यूट नहीं हो रहा था.
नहीं तो ऑन करके स्वामी जी को बुरा लगेगा, इसलिए ऑन करके सब लोग भाग जाएंगे.
नहीं
Swamiji requires little consolation. So Samanadhikaranya Sambandha. What is the Sambandha between the two padas? Samanadhikaranya Sambandha. Got it? So between the two padas there is a Samanadhikaranya. Now those padas will have their own padarthas, object of the words. So when I say the word rose, rose is a word. But what is the object of this word? So then you will show that there is a particular flower that you will say is the object of the word rose. So there is one is called as the pada, the other one is called as the padartha. Okay. So rose, the word rose is a pada, and the object rose is the padartha. Between pada and padartha also there is a sambandha. This sambandha is called as shakti. This sambandha between the pada and padartha is called as shakti. But we are not looking at this. Sambandha between pada and padartha is not what we are discussing. Now we are discussing the sambandha between one padartha and the other padartha. So the word Ishvara and the word Jiva. So both these words have their own objects or not. When you are going to say Ishvara, what is the object? Maya Vishishta Chaitanyam. When you say Maya Vishishta means Alpa Sarvajnit Vishishta, etc. Correct? When you are going to say Jiva, what is it? What is the object of the word? Avidya Vishishta Chaitanya. Okay? So now you have two objects of belonging to the two padas. Just as the padas have a relationship in the vakyam, that is samanadhikaranyam, what is the relationship of these padarthas with each other? All right? ठीक है ना सुंदरम? So far so good.
जी स्वामी जी.
Why are we looking at all these intricacies? Because sambandhatrayena akhandam bodhayati. Now you need that akhandakara, brahmakara vritti is required, but that how that akhandakara vritti will be generated is also the question. And how? By these are the three sambandhas by which that akhandakara vritti will be generated. Okay? Now, only Brahmakara vritti is not called as Akhandakara vritti. Simply, some people say that there is only one type of Akhandakara vritti. Technically speaking, we will not go over there presently. But understand that even Soyam Devadattaha also, the vritti that comes through this Vakyam, Soyam Devadattaha is also Akhandakara. Nishprakarika vritti. What will they technically, you will see it when if you ever study some advanced book, what will it be called as? Nishprakarika vritti. Otherwise, people will simply to give you a goal matol answer. You know, we will say, how is Paramatma Akhand? So Paramatma Kara vritti is called as Akhandakara vritti. No. Akhandakara vritti is one type of vritti. And the vritti, Brahmakara vritti is also Akhandakara vritti. Okay? Even Vakyam like Prakrishta Prakashish Chandraha. This Vakyam will also create Akhandakara vritti. But that is regarding Chandra. This is regarding Soyam Devadatta, about Devadatta. Tatvamasi will also create Akhandakara vritti, but that is regarding Atma. Hey, okay? What is that? Difficult. Don't understand that. Don't leave it. All that we have to understand is through this Sambandha Trayas, Akhandakara vritti is generated. Up to this point is okay? Okay. Keep it that much. Complicated. We will see later on. So padarthayoho, what is the relationship between the padarthas? Visheshana vishesha bhava sambandha. What is the relationship between the padas? Samanadhikaranya. Between the padarthas, visheshana vishesha bhava sambandha. Now, the third type is a very interesting sambandha. Padasya sambandha and padarthasya api sambandha. With what? With pratyagatma. And what is that sambandha? Laksha lakshana bhava sambandha. So now, have you understood that there are three sambandhas? One is samanadhikaranya. The second one is visheshana vishesha bhava sambandha. The third one is laksha lakshana bhava sambandha. What is the sambandha? What are the elements of sambandha in laksha lakshana bhava? Pada with pratyagatma. Padarthas with pratyagatma. How many padas? Two padas. How many padarthas? And what is this? With what? Pratyagatma. Got it? Make a chart like that. And all of these, the padas will also have laksha lakshana bhava sambandha. The padartha will also have laksha lakshana bhava sambandha with pratyagatma. Okay? Evam sambandha trayam. Now, he is going to demand as, sir, is there a drishtanta? Is there an example for us to understand how there is this sambandha between the padas, padarthas, and padapadarthas with the still another one, the pinda. So here he says there is, so therefore you see there is this example, Soyam Devadattaha is also an example for what? Akhandakara. Why are we talking about it? Because through this sambandha prayas, the Akhandakara is created, which is to show that Brahma is Nirguna Nirakara. Okay? Which Vakyam are we going, is being used over here to show that these three sambandhas? Now, if you understand these three sambandhas in the Drishtanta Vakya, then you can apply it in Tatvamasi Mahavakya. ठीक है जय अम्मा? Good. So far, okay?
Yes.
So, where are we going to see it? We are going to see this where?
Tattvamasi.
In Soyam.
Soyam Devadattaha.
This is our example of the Vak, where you are going to discover all the three sambandhas. And so that is how you will see it even in Tattvamasi Vakya. Soyam Devadattaha iti atra idam sambandhatrayam asti. What is the declaration? What is the pratijna that he is making? In this Vakyam Soyam Devadatta, all the three sambandhas can be understood. And therefore, by understanding the Drishtanta, you can understand the Darshtanta. Correct? You understand the difference between what is Drishtanta and Darshtanta? Drishtanta means illustration, example. And Darshtanta means that what is illustrated. Okay. Okay. That what is explained through the example. I think This much you people can retain instead of going further. Okay. So once again, to sum it up, what did we see today? That Ek Paramatma, one Paramatma alone, through the Vyashti Samashti Upadhi, is called as Jiva and Ishvara. Is called as Jiva and Ishvara means the Pinda remains one. You can have different names. But over here, therefore, the example is that Devadatta is called as Pita or Pitama. But he is saying that, well, in case of different names for the same thing is okay. But you actually have Ishvara means who is Sarvajñatva Vishishta. Jiva means who is Alpajñatva Vishishta. How can that become an example? Only one Atma is only Jiva and Ishvara then. So over there he tells, yes, one water alone with the upadhi of pond becomes grama samrakshakam, and with the upadhi of ghata becomes griha samrakshakam. One big varti, massive batti, becomes lights up the entire mountain, and small little batti lights up the small little pool. But Agni is one, Jala is one. But what is the difference? Where the prakatya of Agni and Jala is makes the difference. If that same Chaitanya is manifesting in the Samashti Upadhi, then it will be called as Ishvara. And if the same Chaitanya is manifesting in Vyashti Upadhi, will be called as Jiva. Okay. And therefore, the Vedanta Shastra shows the oneness and of Tat and Tvam through Sambandhatrayam. Okay? Sambandhatrayam. Through that Vakyam. And in that Vakyam, how that Vakyam is understood is, this is a cognitive process, how you understand something, is only Sambandhatrayam. Okay? What are those Sambandhas between? Because Sambandha will always be between two and more. So what is the sambandha between the padas? There is a sambandha between the padarthas. There is a sambandha, and between pada, padartha, and pratyagatma. You see, there is pratyagatma, and then there are these padas. Okay, padas are also there. Two padas and two padarthas. And what is all these four will have sambandha with? What are the sambandhas between the padas? The sambandha is called as samanadhikaranya. Between the padarthas, the sambandha is visheshana vishesha bhava sambandha. And between the padapadarthas and pratyagatma is lakshya lakshya bhava, lakshya lakshana bhava. This is what we have to now see all the three, and all those three are explained through an example, and that example is Soyam Devadattaha, this Vakya. Okay. So far, so good.
जी स्वामी जी.
Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashitado Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Ishvaro Ratmiti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyoma Vadvyaptatehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Thank you.
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्.
Huh?
श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्.
Okay.